All right, greetings and salutations. We back, new weeks, new energies with twin flames in union, reunion, and recognition. So let's just get straight to it. We have divine feminine up top. We got the masculine at the bottom. We got the overall and bottom line energies. That deals with both masculine and feminine. Once again, these are readings for twin flames that's together, that's in cahoots. You know, that's bumping uglies, that's kicking it, hanging, enjoying themselves, who are harmonized. You know, and ain't none of this going on. It's a lot of this going on. You two on the same page. You two on common ground. You two finding a common denominator and doing shit. Okay? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant. We're just going to get straight with it. So, head, that's swords. Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, the direction you're going, the decisions you're making, because everything starts from the mind. Then we got cups. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of where you're going mentally. Heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. Who rules the heart and mind department? The divine feminine does. And you got the wands and the pentacles department. That's where the divine masculine rules. Wands are actions and behavior, things you're doing, things you've done. Not what you finna do because you ain't did it yet. But you done, got karma and accountability attached to it. What you doing? Got karma and accountability attached to it. What you finna do does not. Wands deal with the current, the now, the ing. And finally, we got pentacles, persons, places, and things. These things you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles expire. All pentacles have expiration dates, and all pentacles are temporary. Pentacles are also manifestations. Overall energy, this deals with both masculine and feminine. We got the King of Cups. King of Cups usually always pops out in the overall or bottom line energy. It's just big energy, okay? King of Cups represents my 1950s, 1960s dad card or the tough guy card. Or, you know, the highest form of emotion you can be on. Cups deal with feelings and emotions, right? It's the emotion to say fuck it to any and everything that ain't about the kingdom of God or your kingdom. What's your kingdom? It's you and yours. And usually in kingdoms, we got kings and queens, right? Okay, then. You know what I mean? You and yours. So, how this deals with the feminine. Divine feminine, we have a big-ass manifestation within this tough guy energy. Been saying this for about 2 weeks. Divine feminine, it's time for you to be tough. It's time for you to be aggressive. Not passive-aggressive. Not passive at all. It's time for you to put your emotions on mute and get to the masculine king energy. It's inverted. King energy, which is basically getting to your actions and behavior energy. Just do shit. Don't think about it. Just do shit. Get out your fucking feelings and just do shit to manifest things. Okay? Ace of Pentacles represents the cornerstone of your next chapter. Like I said, a very important manifestation, a huge thing. You know, this could be, like I say, a wedding ring. This could be a house. This could be a car. This could be a new job. It could represent newness. But whatever it is something you're going to attain, something you're going to acquire, something you're going to accept, something you're going to acknowledge, or something you are present for. Okay? Now, tough guy. You're going to have to be tough. Okay? Now ain't the time, like I say, for passive aggressiveness. It's time to grab life by the balls. Grab the bull by the horns. You know, when a chance or opportunity presents itself, you're going to have to capitalize on it. You know, you see an open move, you're going to have to take it. You're a boxer. All right? You squaring up with your partner and shit, you see an opening. He ain't protecting his motherfucking face. Aim for that face. Hit that head. That body being exposed. All right, hit the body. You know? Capitalize. It's a moment. Could be a small moment. Could be a long moment. You're going to have to see it. And then once you see it, you're going to have to take for advantage of it. Like a tough guy will. Like I say, you're just going to have to be dominant. Not submissive. Aggressive. Not fucking passive. Okay? Go for it. Something is going to present itself. Now, since this is the twin flame union recognition reading, you know, usually deals with your masculine. It's an opportunity you're going to have to take. Like I said, you're going to have to ask your king for some shit. You know, and it ain't really like you asking for it. All right, it's like you've already accepted it. You're already gonna. Oh, this is accountability too. This is some big accountability. Whatever this is gonna have some consequences and repercussions from you doing it. But by you doing it, it's gonna be some advantages from it. So, like I say, it's just taking charge. You're on a date with a shy guy. You know, you feel the vibes. You can tell he feeling you feeling him. You can tell the energy is there. You know what I'm saying? Usually in these instances, it's in the masculine department. Masculine knows when to go in for a kiss. Masculine knows when to take advantage of that moment. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, like I say, masculines are kind of not taking advantage of the moment. Not saying they're waiting on you to do it, but by you doing it, it kind of like, it's kind of helpful. Like I said, it's just the energy of a guy you want to ask to the prom. Even though guys ask chicks to prom, he's a shy guy. He's not shy around other women, other feminines. He's just shy around you. He's a Mac Daddy Denzel, you know what I'm saying? Around these other feminists, but around you, he's kind of like Steve Urkel. You know? You have to take advantage, you know? Not take advantage of him. I mean, if it calls for it, do it. He could be a she could be a he, you know, I'll be rocking. But you're just going to have to take advantage, especially while the moment is there. I'm sure it's been plenty moments, Divine Feminine, that turned into quiet silences. When you could have just took advantage of that silence and kind of said something. Or times where, like I said, he should have went in for the motherfucking kiss. You know what I'm saying? But he was obviously scared to do this shit. You should have did it. I mean, it's better than nothing. Because Mason's going to leave and kick himself in the ass like he always does, not taking advantage of the moment. And you kind of seeing that shit like, damn. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he wanted to do this. I'm pretty sure he wanted to do that. I'm pretty sure the time and space and place for us to, you know, for shit to happen could have happened. Maybe if I would have took advantage of the moment, then maybe some shit would have transpired. That type of energy. Because how this deals with the masculine, we got the Eight of Swords. Like I say, masculine's a fucking tough guy. You know what I'm saying? But around you, he's in a mental prison. Eight of Swords represents a mental prison. You know, it's a false sense of entitlement, false sense of security, or what I like to call the boogeyman effect. Like I say, masculine. When it comes to other feminines, you woo them. You know when to take advantage. You know when to go in for the kiss. You know when to, you know, attack the fucking prey. You know what I'm saying? You're usually the male aggressor, female impressor. You understand what I'm saying? But like I say, when you get around your divine feminine, you get weak in the knees like SWVG. You kind of don't know what to do. You get nervous. You get scared. You ain't scared of rejection from any other chick or maybe an easy bitch. You know what I'm saying? But when you get around your divine feminine, you're scared of rejection all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? You usually take A for advantage of other, you know, chicks in other situations. But when it comes to your divine feminine, you don't. Because you respect her. Because you admire her. Because you don't want the friendship to end by you going dom or commando or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But you're in a mental prison because of it. Like I say, yes, your divine feminine is different. Yes, she ain't easy. Yes, she's not. You can't treat her like, you know, you would treat the rest of these chicks, but only in some cases. Okay, so you're going to have to get out whatever that middle prison that you in, because, like I say, at the end of the day, it's only going to keep you from going all the way. It's only going to keep you from going to home base. It's only going to keep you, in this situation, from furthering and where it should be physically than where it's at right now. False sense of entitlement. Like I said, you feel entitlement to not be aggressive. Entitled to not treat her like everybody else. Entitled to go about it the way you've been going about it. But the way you've been going about it ain't been getting really the results that you looking for. Or she's looking for, to keep it motherfucking real. You know? Like I say. And this is entitlement in a good way. False sense of security. Insecurities. Like I say, you allow your insecurities to get the best of you. It's beating your ass right now. Like I say, you usually front like you somebody you not with these other chicks because you can kind of get away with that shit. You know you can't get away with it with your divine feminine. But like I say, in reality, it should be much easier. Divine Feminine doesn't judge you. So she ain't gonna fault you or front you from being too cool. Like I say, it's like Danny and Grease. You understand what I'm saying? When, it's the first day of school, beginning of the movie and shit. And Sandy's first day, she's a new chick at school, and it's just like, she's meeting new friends at a new location. And she only knows one side of Danny, but it's like she gets to school and meets the other side of Danny. Like, remember after the pep rally, you know what I'm saying, when Rizzo, who knows that Sandy's in love with Danny, and she knows Danny goes to school there, and she's just like, hey, what do you know? Maybe you might end up seeing him. She was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to see him again and shit like that. Like, she doesn't know Danny goes to the same school she's go to. But Rizzo do. All her friends do. And it's like they didn't even tell her that he goes to school there. It's almost like Rizzo, especially, given the type of chick that she is, was just like, hey, maybe, maybe you might get what you asked for. You know what I'm saying? Maybe dreams do come true and shit. And it's like she introduced Daddy to her, not when Daddy was by himself, but when he was around his cronies. Because she know how he acts around his cronies. Rizzo did. Sandy was a little unfamiliar. And it's like, she introduces Sandy to Danny at the pep rally. And soon Danny seen her. He's like, oh shit, Sandy. Like, oh my God. Like, he was ecstatic. He was telling his face like he was happy to see her. You could tell by his face that this is almost like a miracle, a dream come true type shit. But it's like he had to look back at his homies, and his homies looking at him like, nigga, you acting different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who is this chick? Oh, this the chick he was telling us about. Tell me more, tell me more. Like, this the chick he was talking about, huh? And how he placed Sandy off. He played her off like any other chick. She was like, this is the Daddy that I remember. He's like, well, hey, maybe it's two of me and some shit like that. Like, playing it off. You know what I'm saying? Well, really, that's not how he wanted to play her. But he ended up playing her at the time. It was a mental prison he was in. You know what I'm saying? The mental prison you be in a lot, Divine Masculine. Make sure you get the fuck up out that. Bottom line, more important than anything, we got the Six of Pentacles. And this represents homeostasis. This is homeostasis. It's everything coming back the way it should be. You break a bone, the homeostasis energy kicks in when you're in your cast. You're healing. So you ain't 100% or, 10 on 10 like it usually is. You at a 6 right now. It's the build back. So going back to Grease, the movie, you know what I'm saying? It's the same energy when Danny, this deals with the masculine. Same energy like when Danny caught Sandy at the diner with the jock boyfriend she was dating and shit. She seen Danny looking at her, so she asked her jock boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, for a quarter or a dime or however much jukeboxes cost back then. Hey, I want to play a new song. Let me get let me get some money for the jukebox. You know what I mean? He gives it to her. She walks all the way where the fuck Danny was at. You know what I'm saying? To, catch his eye. Because she seen him looking at her. You know what I'm saying? And Danny left his homies to go where the fuck she was at. To really apologize for the asshole that he was at the pep rally. Because, hopefully he knows that she knows that's not who he really is. But kind of who he has to be around his friends and shit. She act like she didn't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like in the same way he was showing off in front of his cronies in front of her, she was showing off in front of her jock boyfriend in front of him. That's the thing with twins. You know what I'm saying? Same shit you do is the same shit that gets done to you. So masculine. It was a great moment for you to capitalize and take advantage in a good way of your divine feminine. You chose not to do so. Another time comes where it's out in the open again, where your divine feminine can kind of do the same thing but chooses not to do it because you did it. I mean, she ain't doing it because you doing it. She's just like a mirror showing you what the fuck you want. You know what I mean? And that's basic energy. You should have been on 10, but instead you chose to be on some 6-ass, basic-ass, regular-ass, average-ass energy. This is a basic bitch. You try to treat your divine feminine like the rest. And in return, your divine feminine is going to treat you how she treats everybody else. Deep down, you're special to your divine feminine. You're unlike anything or anyone ever. There's certain shit you could do and get away with that another person could never get away with. There's certain shit she puts up with you she'll never put up with another person. But for some reason, you take that shit to heart. You take that shit to the head and what's the word that I'm looking for? Not capitalize, but take advantage of that. So the same energy you've been given, this basic energy, like your divine feminine, just like everybody else. You know what I mean? Not trying her the way you want to try her, and just choose to play it safe and shit. Okay, divine feminine's finna not try you and choose to play safe with you. Just to show you what you're doing so you can change, which is the card after the Six of Pentacles, which is the Seven of Pentacles, which we had in the Divine Masculine's message, which is change. Shit you need to change. It's basic ass energy going on, and like I said, that shit stale, that shit ugly, that shit booty. Feminine, how you dealing with this Six of Pentacles energy? We got the Three of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Sorry about that. Three of Cups represents distractions or third parties. Distractions or third parties. Divine feminines. Not all, but some of y'all use third parties to distract your divine masculine. Or use third parties to kind of get in the way of your divine masculine. Because like I say, masculine does the same thing, but you do it intentionally. Once again, divine feminine, you move consciously in this twin flame situation. Shit that you do. The shit that you attempt. You know? How you feel afterwards and shit like that. Like you're consciously making conscious directions. Consciously feeling the urge or the need to do certain shit. Masson does shit subconsciously. He doesn't know he's hurting you. He doesn't know he's not taking advantage of a great moment right now. He doesn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? He's fucking clueless with the situation. So if your Masson choose to, I don't know, bring a third party in a mix that kind of affects you and him, but he's doing it subconsciously. But you consciously choose to bring a third party in the mix to kind of do the same shit that he's doing. It's kind of gonna be karmically more fucked up on you. You needed the masculine, he wasn't there. He was probably busy, or maybe dealing with a third party. Not because he wanted to, but maybe because he had to. Now the masculine needs you, and you giving him the same energy. It's direct. You're consciously not being there. He subconsciously wasn't there, if you get my drift. Get what I'm saying? Fuck third parties anyway. If you want to teach your masculine a lesson, just tell him. The best thing you can do is speak your open opinion on what the fuck your divine masculine is and not doing. Because that's going to hurt him more than, like I say, you using somebody else to hurt him. You using somebody else to get his attention. Like the way Sandy did it. All Sandy had to do was just tell him outright, look, I don't like how you acted in front of your fucking cronies at the parent rally. That's not the person I met. You know what I mean? You didn't have to do that. You know, he would have felt the same effect of, like I say, the way he felt seeing her with another person who she really didn't want to be with, but just being with him, just like I say, to kind of make him feel the same way she felt at the pet rally. You know, in the way. Just like everybody else. Six of Pentacles. Basic, regular ass energy. Masculine knows he's not just a regular person to you. You know. He also knows you're not a regular person to him. He downplays it. But like I say, you play it for real. Energy we coming into. Intro. Pimptro energy. Feminine. Coming to this thing. We got the Two of Pentacles. And this is you and another person in your face, in your space, or in your cipher. This is you and another person that's two of a kind. This is two peanuts in a peanut case. You know, two peas in a pod. You know? It's a person in your face, in your space, and in your cipher. A person that you keep close to you. But it's like I've been saying, when you got people that's close to you, you need to be Three of Pentacles and evolve in this whole little space here. As you and another person doing shit. Like I say, you just had your masculine around and you ain't really trying to build, because that's what the Three of Pentacles represents, building anyway. You ain't trying to build with your masculine, like I said, it's kind of going to turn your masculine off. Because in his head, like, okay, what the fuck am I doing here? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? But it's also the same shit. Your masculine just got you around because he likes being in your presence. He likes being in your face. He likes being in your space. He likes being in your cipher. But he's not doing shit with you. It's kind of going to rub you off or turn you off in a way too. So it's kind of like both of you are seeing that something has to be done or something needs to be done. And like I was saying in the last message, Divine Feminine, you're gonna have to be the one to put the Ace of Pentacles in here to make it a Three of Pentacles in order for you two to build. You're gonna have to do some shit. You're gonna have to manifest some shit. Cause you waiting on your masculine to do it, it's gonna take all day. Like I said, going back to motherfucking Greece, Daddy could have just told her from the gate, damn, this is Sandy, this the chick I was telling y'all about, you know what I'm saying? And you could have chose to leave your homies at the pep rally and go kick it with Sandy. But instead, you know what I'm saying? What happened? He played her off. She got mad, threw her pom-poms at him. Both pom-poms at his motherfucking ass. I don't ever want to see you again. Went to go leave with her girls. Where she went to the little sleepover when the chicks was talking about her like a motherfucking dog. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, he pimped off. You know, walked off all cool to his homies. But kept looking back like, damn, I really want to be with her ass. But now I'm kicking it with they ass. Third parties. Bottom line, you know what I'm saying? That's what happened with third parties. They get in the way of shit. They get in the way of how you really feel about a certain situation, about a certain person. They kind of get in the way of you getting to another place. A good place. You end up in the same place as them. Like I say, Daddy's friends were fucking grease balls, man. It's bros before hoes with them niggas. They just sit around, get drunk, smoking cigarettes, and kicking it at the fucking garage. Or creating mayhem on the fucking street. Daddy don't want to be with them. He's growing tired of him. That's why he was even in a position emotionally to even kind of bond and link up with Sandy. But the same shit with Sandy. She wanted to be with Daddy, but instead she ended up kicking it with these fake ass little pink ladies who really ain't got no respect. Really ain't got no respect for Sandy. Except the chick, you know, the beauty school dropout chick. I forgot her fucking name. The one that was piercing her ears and shit. You know what I'm saying? So she ended up going with a group of people she don't really particularly like. Instead of being with the person she wanted to be with, Danny ended up doing the motherfucking same shit, all because of these third parties. Maybe if these two were alone, maybe if they was alone in the beginning and they hit it off well, if they was alone in the end, which they ended up being at the end of the movie, the situation would have been a lot better. So what I'm saying is fuck third parties. Y'all two are better off solo. Just you, Sandy and Daddy together. But but they got to be doing something because if they just all on each other face and not building, then even this shit is gonna get tired, steak and booty. Masculine, come to the situation. You got the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles represents grooming or being in a position of power. I did the 3 types of grooming. I talk about that shit all the time. So in this case, it's being in a position of power. Knight of Pentacles represents. It's like 10 of Pentacles, that's manifestation. Something that you wanted to manifest, manifesting. You want to start a business. You started a business. The business is going good. So now you're good at business. So the best thing you could do being in this position of power is either A, teach other people to do what you just did, to put them in a position of power too, or take your power and do some shit with it. You started a successful business. You're a good motherfucking owner. You know what I mean? You're a great CEO. Now be the time to, I don't know, pick a good boss. Your partner in crime will make a great boss. This is you, the owner, Divine Masculine. Make your Divine Feminine your boss. You know what I'm saying? Not a secretary. Not a clerk. You know what I mean? Make her the boss. Because by her running shit, as the boss, you as the owner can take your ass and go get more money because that's what the fuck an owner do. You train a boss to do the same job you was doing to free you up to go out here and go get the money. Especially somebody you can trust. Especially your right-hand man. Especially your ace. Okay? Divine Masculine. Take advantage of your ace. You're in a position of power right now. You're in a great fucking position to really build something special. Shit. You got a successful business. You're making money. This would be a good time, like I say, buy a home. And put your Divine Feminine in it. With you. This would be a good time to wife your Divine Feminine. This would be a good time to, like I say, build, to start something good. But in the process of building with a person, you're going to have to groom them. And that's what Knight of Pentacles represents too, grooming. You're going to have to groom your girlfriend to be a wife. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to groom your friend to be the boss of your company. It takes grooming. And it's really just leading them in the direction that you're going. So y'all can be there together. You can't just put people in a position of power who ain't ready to be in a position of power. You can't make a chick a wife who ain't ready to be one. There's planning involved. There's grooming involved. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to have to lead the way. Feminine is the leader when it comes to your emotions. How you feel, matters of the heart, evolution, things of that sort. Feminine is the leader when it comes to, like I say, going in the right direction, making the right decisions and shit like that. But when it comes to doing shit, manifesting shit, and businesses are all about doing and manifesting things, okay, it's time for you to be the leader. It's time for you to take shit to the next level, Divine Master. It's time for you to show the feminine the way. Because, I mean, what does a wife do anyway? She definitely gets groomed by the man. Man is the provider. You understand what I'm saying? He has to build and make a way to support the role for feminine to become the evolutionary here. The person that's going to take you from A to Z. Masculine, you got to cover A and B and C and D and E all the way to Z. Feminine covers Z. But you got to put your feminine in position to get you to go all the way. A queen makes a king. Wife makes the home. Get what I'm saying? It needs to be a pairing. Speaking of pairing, feminine, you in regards to yourself personally, we got the Two of Cups. And this is the Lover's card. While your Divine Masculine is in your face, in your space, and in your cipher, make sure you getting them that emotional growth that you do to a man. Like, make sure you get his heart spinning. Make sure you get his heart going. Make sure you get him where he needs to be emotionally with you. Masters aren't too much in their emotions, feelings and emotions, for a reason. So it's time for you to kind of, like I say, secure your masculine's heart. Two of Cups is just, like I say, a ship. Whether it's a partnership, whether it's a friendship, okay, whether it's a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, you got to know who you get married to. You got to know who you fall in love with. You got to know who you giving your heart to. You got to know your Divine Masculine. Because once again, if you knew your Divine Masculine, like, fully, then you will know the type of person that he is. You will know why he does half the shit that he does. You will know why he's manifesting half the shit that he's manifesting. And it ain't just knowing who your Divine Masculine is. It's growing with who your Divine Masculine is. And eventually going to be. Like I say, your Masculine's all about business. It'll pay for you to get in business with your Divine Masculine. Your Masculine's, like I say, active. It'll pay for you to get active. Get out your heart and mind and get with the shit. Because Masculine's going to be moving. And if you can't keep up with him, that's going to be a fucking problem. But it's vice versa. Masculine needs to be emotionally mature. And if he can't grow with you emotionally, then he's going to get left behind. All this shit you find out when you get to know a person. This usually happens in recognition phase. Like I say, recognition, the first 2 years you meet your Divine Masculine, I call that the honeymoon stage, the blissful years. The first 2 years are always the best. Because it's new emotions flowing. You know, you're still trying to figure out, who is this person to you? Why do they feel so right? Why does this feel so right? What the future can be. What this situation can be. But early on, like I say, you don't jump the gun on shit. You ain't too verbal with things. You still trying to figure shit out. It ain't like you all the way out with the shit. You know what I mean? It's the honeymoon phase. But what happens after the honeymoon phase? It's back to reality. Sure, it's cool getting to know your future husband, getting to know your future wife and shit. Sure, it's cool the whole marriage part. You telling the world that, hey, this is my bride. You telling the world that, hey, this is my motherfucking husband. Like, this is my groom right here. Like, he's mine, I'm his. It's cool in the game when you got family supporting you and everybody's there for your big day. And it's extra cool, like I say, post-wedding when you in the motherfucking honeymoon in a foreign country or whatever. You two both taking off work to spend time together to really get the lovers part of the lover's card going. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, eventually you two got to get back to work. Eventually you two got to get back home, got to get back to the families, got to get back to reality. It's a big crescendo. From being fiance, getting ready for the wedding, to the wedding, peak. And as soon as you get married, like I say, it's like honeymoon is like right here. But eventually it all comes down. Through thick and thin. Sickness or in health. Till death do you part. Like, it's the good, the bad, and the ugly. Marriage is good. Honeymoon is good, but there's gonna be some bad days, and that's when the real fun begins. I'm doing good right now financially, baby, but you know, if I hit rock bottom, is you still gonna be there? Shit is cool right now, us both being healthy and shit, but I mean, if one of our health fails, then what? Can you take care of me? Can I take care of you? You know? You got a plan for everything. You can't just expect good. Shit is gonna get ugly. Shit is gonna get bad. But that's when the real fun begins. That's when shit evolves. Masculine, you in regards to the divine feminine. We got evolution, 3 of Wands. This is evolution. This is the long run. This is the path. This is the purpose. This is the reason why you two are together in the first place. It ain't to just be cute and live life together. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just to get all the accolades and the clout from being a motherfucking couple. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, this is you two grinding during the dark days. It's just like a motherfucking highway. It's cool in the street. You know what I mean? You can stop. You can go. You got traffic. You know what I mean? Things ain't really moving too fast. You know what I'm saying? But it's like on the freeway, it's a different fight. It's a different type of thing. You get in an accident on the street going 20, 30, 40 miles per hour ain't as bad as you getting in an accident on the freeway going 60 to 80 miles per hour. Shit's gonna be different. It's gonna hit different. You know? When shit's on autopilot, shit's cool. When y'all taking things slow, it's cool. But like I say, once y'all in, shit gets a little scary. It's the evolution part. Masculine loves driving on the street. But going on the freeway with you, it's something masculine thinks about kind of more than the feminine does. Seems like most chicks that I meet, I mean, it's like they know where they want to have their wedding. They know what type of ring they want. They know what type of dress that they want to have. They know what caterer they want to have. They know everything about the fucking wedding and where the honeymoon is going to be. But you ask her, you know, where does she want to live when we live together? Hey, I ain't feeling this region. My job's going to take me to a whole nother region. Are you going to be cool with that? But my family lives here. I don't know about that. I really wasn't planning ahead like that. Like, they really don't plan ahead of the climax. Like I said, which is the wedding and the anniversary. Everything after that, they ain't really thinking towards that. Masculine is thinking about all that shit. The ups, the downs, the highs, the lows. What's going to happen if I fall off? What's going to happen if you fall off? What's going to happen if I get sick? What's going to happen if you get sick? What's going to happen if we can't have kids? What's going to happen if we can't, you know what I'm saying, live the way we've been living? Feminines in their heart and mind. Oh, baby, as long as I got you, that's all that matters. Masculines are in the actions and manifestations shit. It's like, no, fuck that. That's some fantasy shit. What the fuck is going to happen if I can't provide for you? What the fuck's going to happen if something happens to me? What the fuck going to happen to me if something happens to you? Are you not thinking about this shit? Half the time, feminines, nah. So in reality, feminines are more short term with their goals. Masculines are way more long term. But since masculines are so long term with the fucking goals and how this shit might be, it kind of makes the feminine feel like the masculine is distant or not with her mentally or emotionally right now. You know what I'm saying? I hope you get what I'm saying. But that's just the energy. You know what I'm saying? Masculine's thinking ahead, feminists think about now. And by you being in your heart and emotions and only thinking about now and short term with your shit, you're going to end up disappointing yourself. You're going to end up hurting yourself when masculine pulls a long-term move. That's good for the both of y'all. That's good for the end game. Like I say, 3 of Wands represents going from A to Z, not just A and B and C and all that. Somebody got to be thinking ahead. Somebody has to be rooted in the now. And that's the divine masculine. Somebody also has to be thinking about the future. And that's the divine masculine too. Masculine's worried about the physical things, the long run. At the end of the day, Masculine's gonna cover every base. Going back to chess, how do kings move in the chessboard? It's cold, calculated decisions. Every move has to count. Feminines are freestyling. They can go anywhere they want. They can move however they want to move. Because it's like I say, it's like a firecracker. Shoots off and it bursts. That's how the divine feminines move. It's a short burnout. Masculines, it's a long rocket going to the moon. The object is to get to the moon or bust. You know what I mean? Feminine is like the thrusters. Hey, as long as we can get out the motherfucking atmosphere, then that's a win on our behalf. Masculine's like, fuck that. Why are we even going out the atmosphere? We're eventually going somewhere. We need to get to the moon. Fuck the atmosphere. Russia just went to space. We need to go somewhere they ain't went to, the fucking moon. We're thinking future, baby. Fuck the now. You know what I'm saying? Think bigger. Feminine has to think bigger in the Two of Cups relationship. But it's also your job, Divine Feminine, to evolve this relationship. Once again, Masculine has a business. He's an owner, which is the King of Pentacles. You're going to have to be the Queen of Pentacles, Divine Feminine, a boss. You got to, like I say, see what your Divine Masculine can see. Thinking forthcoming with shit. Having more foresight than, like I say, just the motherfucking now. How you feeling right now? How you going to feel later? How Master's feeling right now about me? How he's going to feel later about you? You're going to have to start thinking ahead. And not just thinking about the good parts of it, Divine Feminine. You need to start looking at the ugly and the shitty parts too. Because Masculine, Feminine, in regards to the Masculine right now, we got the Ace of Wands. And this is awareness. It's also the first step, the first move, the first action. You know what I'm saying? That you're going to have to make going towards the future. But in this case, it's just awareness. And what do you need to be aware of, or what you're going to get aware of, is the Four of Pentacles you in when it comes to your awareness with your Divine Masculine. Four of Pentacles represents holding on too tight to some shit or being scared to let some shit go. Once again, a Masculine is going to let you go to see if you come back. Because if you come back, that means it was meant. But he's also letting you go to groom himself of you going anyway, just in case you do. I'll never leave you. I'll never go anywhere. Okay, that might be true, but Master don't know that. So they got to prep themselves so they don't fucking be distraught. You might think that the women suffers more in a breakup than the man does. Fuck no. Men suffer way more. And this is a man talking to you. To the 95% female audience, 95% clientele that I have that's females and shit like that. We're fucked up. We're good at hiding our feelings, but we fucked up. Women get over breakups way quicker than men. Because it usually takes another guy for you to get over the motherfucking breakup. We could be broke up with you, and we could have other women too, but it's like, they ain't you though. They can never be like you. They'll never treat us the way you treated us. They'll never love us unconditionally the way you did. And then the fact that we pushed you away is even more of a boot up the cheeks. You know what I'm saying? But the way men move is totally different from how females move. Yes, I am a Divine Feminine, but I'm a man at the end of the motherfucking day. Which is a A+, being a Divine Feminine male, because now I'm hitting shit from two angles. Just like a Divine Masculine woman. A Divine Masculine woman is the apex predator. She's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm more like a Velociraptor. I'm light on my feet, I'm agile, and I'm a fucking carnivore, so it makes me fucking dangerous. I'm a smaller T-Rex, but by me being smaller, I can move quicker than a T-Rex can. You know what I'm saying? I can blend in certain environments and shit. T-Rex is big as hell. They can't hide behind trees like Velociraptors can. Velociraptors travel in packs. Gang, gang, gang. T-Rex are solitary and by themselves. They're going to stand out like a green hat with an orange bill. Velociraptors got longer arms than motherfucking Tyrannosaurus Rex. So they got to use their mouth mostly. Saying all that shit to say this. Feminine, you wasn't aware of why Masculine separated from you. I mean, you would know if you was on your Two of Cups with your Masculine a little bit more. If you really was getting to know your Masculine and everything with them. Like I said, you got to know your partner. You got to know the good about them, the bad about them, the ugly about them. You got to know where they came from. You got to know where they going. You got to know what their interests are. You got to know what their disinterest is. What they like, what they don't like, what they prefer, what they rather not have around them. You know what I'm saying? Could be something small like excuses. Your Divine Masculine hates excuses. But you one excuse having, motherfucker. Divine Masculine hates non-accountability. And you non-accountable like a motherfucker. Divine Masculine hates fantasy. He's deeply rooted in reality. And you living in La La Land. Shit you would know if you knew. But you don't know until you get aware. And divine feminine, you're getting a lot of awareness as to why your masculine is in the box that he in, why your masculine is reserved, why your masculine doesn't let his left hand know what his right hand is doing. Why your masculine will choose to push you away instead of embrace you. Why other people's thoughts and opinions on what the fuck y'all got going on even matters in the fucking first place. Why he doesn't bring you around and when he does. Why he chooses to keep you in a motherfucking box or set borders around him that you can't get into. Or separates from your ass all the motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? Shit you learn in the game. But you gotta be in the game to win it. You can't quit. You can't quit. You can't quit. Just because shit ain't working out the way you want it to work out, divine feminine, alright, fuck this shit. I could go deal with somebody else. Well, you ain't in it till death do us part. If you can't hang while we dating, how the fuck you gonna hang when we married? If you all on your feelings and ready to call it quits because you ain't getting something because you're not getting something you want right now, what the fuck gonna happen if you ain't getting something you want when we married and shit? If this shit ain't convenient, if what I'm doing ain't convenient for you now, how it's gonna be convenient for you later? Once again, you can't be short term with this shit, divine feminine, and you're very short term. And you're only short term because, like I say, you in your heart and mind with this shit. When you need to be on your feet and manifesting with this shit. Where your masculine is at all times. Future final role, wrapping this up. Masculine, in regards to himself, he's got the 5 of Wands. This is separation, twin flame separation, or outside conflict. Once again, it's the reason your masculine separates from me. My masculine tells me all the time why he has to leave me alone a lot. He doesn't want to, he needs to. Part of the reason I can be too much. But another reason he could be too much, and he knows he's shit that he has to get done that he can't get done when I'm around. You understand what I'm saying? Like I say, men need their space. Men would love to just be hubby-dubby in the bed with your ass, you know what I'm saying, just chilling with you all motherfucking day. But masculines are the king of manifestations and the king of doing shit. If he with you all the fucking time, how the fuck he gonna get out here and get shit done? He can't. Thus he needs his motherfucking space. If he's in his heart and mind arena where you're at all the fucking time, which he's gonna be at fucking with you, women in their heart and mind all the motherfucking time. So when a man get too close to a feminine, he's gonna get in his heart and mind just like she in her heart and mind. It's called influence. It ain't just him influencing you with the separations and the boundaries and shit like that. You influence him to tap into areas and pieces of himself he's not comfortable tapping into. You're vulnerable. He doesn't like being vulnerable, but he's vulnerable around you because you're vulnerable all the fucking time. He doesn't like expressing himself, but he's expressive with you because you're a fucking self-expression professional. He doesn't fuck with fantasy, but he loves the fantasy world that you create for him. Thus, it's an escape and not reality. And he has to be in reality to make shit happen. It's a love-hate relationship that men have with women. Can't live with them, can't live without them. That's a fucking fact. God, I hate living with her motherfucking ass, but man, I can't live without her motherfucking ass. Damn, she crazy as a motherfucker, but I love her crazy ass. Man, I hate how she operate, man, but I like the way she operate. Like I say, it's a love-hate relationship. Shit you'll know if you knew your masculine, divine feminine, but shit you're gonna get aware of in the future. But back to this 5 of Wands, aside from separation, you know, because he needs some space from you, because he got to get his mind right, the shit he has to do, and he can't just be doing shit with you all the motherfucking time. He's got shit he's got to do as a man. You know what I'm saying? Mark Lawrence's voice. 5 of Wands also represents outside conflict. It's what the fuck people think of him and his relationship with you. It's other people's opinions about him and his motherfucking relationship with you. Once again, you're different. He can't explain you to other people. You're nothing unlike anything he's ever experienced. These other people who talking know of his exes. It could be his mother. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like mother that's cool with your masculine's ex. It's like, yo, why your mom don't like me, but she cool with your ex-girlfriend who treats you like shit? They have more in common. She reminds her of a younger version of her, that's why. Divine feminine, you're kind of like his mom, but you're nothing like his mom. You kind of like his old girlfriends, but nothing like them. You're different. And by being different, you're going to be unique. And by being unique, you're going to be unrelatable. His friends don't like your ass because, like I say, he spend more time with you than them. So they feel you in a way. His siblings don't like your ass because, like I say, he prefers your presence over their presence. Or he prefers doing shit with you than them, and it makes, them feel some type of way. Like maybe if you wasn't around, it'd be more time for him to be with the family and some shit like that. Like it's good shit you got going on too. Because it ain't just the fact that you different, it's the fact that you better. You got a lot of shit going on with yourself. Shit his other girls ain't never had going on. Shit his female cousins and female family members ain't never had. So they looking at you in jealousy. Like who she thinks she is. She thinks she's Sadiddy. Oh, I'm Sadiddy because I'm in a better situation than y'all. Oh, you think I'm uppity because I make more money than the rest of y'all? Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he just with you because of your pinnacles. He's just with you because of your status, because of your money. He just with you because you look good. Like, it's all the excuses in the world except for what the fuck it ain't. And masculine sits there and listens to all that shit. Like I said, your masculine's the king of wands, right? The king of actions and behavior. Separation, that's an action and a behavior, isn't it? That's why he does it a lot. That's why he does it more than you. It takes a lot for you to separate your masculine from your masculine and feminine, but it's easy for your masculine to separate from you. 10 of Wands, that's taking a break. That's pumping the brakes on something you passionate about. You don't want to leave something alone, but you have to because you got shit to do. Your masculine does that a lot. Feminine, you rule the 9, you rule the swords department, right? Okay, so you go into the future, we got the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords represents stress. You know what I'm saying? It's just overthinking. That's losing sleep, losing teeth, losing hair, losing weight, gaining weight, the wrong way from having too many motherfucking thoughts, from overanalyzing. You seem to stress in this twin flame shit a lot. Because you are in the mind, heart and mind department a lot. So you used to doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? 8 of Swords. This is a self-imposed prison. You know what I mean? A mental prison. A trap. Overanalyzing can be a fucking trap. Overthinking can be a fucking trap. You overthink a lot, don't you? Okay, you trap yourself from your thoughts and overanalyzations all the fucking time, thinking shit is what it isn't. Until you Ace of Wands. Get aware of things. Awareness is a wand, right? This is Divine Masculine's department. Divine Masculine's fully aware of a lot of shit. Are you? Going back to stress. Clarifying the stress, the main reason why you stress is the 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups represents the world. You know what I'm saying? It's a temporary space and time where all things expire. Another term for the world would be a matrix, or a plantation, or a crab bucket. It's a low-level place. Your stressed mindset is a low-level place, Cups, for you to be at. Temporary space and time where all things expire. You know exactly that's what the world is. So since the world is a temporary space where all things expire, means you got to take advantage of your time here, which is why you're so forthcoming with getting in a union, with being with your masculine, with securing your masculine, with securing your union, with, you know what I mean? Heart and mind, heart and mind, heart and mind. That's the energy that you're in all the time. But by you being in this shit all the fucking time, you wasting a lot of time. You could be A for acting. A for action. A getting active. So like I say, feminine. The more you get out your heart and mind, the more you can get active with what the fuck you gotta do. The shit that you need to do. That you're not doing because you up in here and ain't in here. Ain't in this energy right here. Not all of you, the feminists I'm talking to. Final card of this message. We got the 10 of Pentacles. It's the masculine going to the future. 10 of Pentacles is manifestation. Something you wanted to manifest, manifesting. First card the masculine had in his root energy was the 2 of Pentacles. This is you and another person in your face and in your space. In the end, this is 2 people. You 2 people right here with 4 of Pentacles around both of you. 4 of Pentacles plus 4 of Pentacles. What's that? 8 of Pentacles. What's 8 of Pentacles? That's a life. 2 people sharing a life together. When your masculine is with you, trying to get to know you, he's also thinking about a life with you. You're not thinking ahead. You're not trying to build a life for me and shit like that. He's already covering them bases. But like I say, in the meantime, getting from here to here, the shit you do in between time, divine feminine, is going to play a crucial part in what the end result might be. So once again, if you crashing out, if you impatient, You know what I'm saying? If you taking these separations to heart and really just, okay, it's just, Master's just separated from you. Master's just taking temporary breaks from your motherfucking ass. But you want to permanently end this shit because he's taking too many temporary breaks. You're permanently ending shit because he's taking temporary breaks to this shit. It's just going to fuck it up in the long run. You say your master don't have patience. No, divine feminine, it looks like you're the one who doesn't have any patience. You get aware. You say your master is not thinking ahead or thinking for the future of YouTube. That's false. You're starting to see awareness that that's not true. A lot of shit that you A for assume, because it ain't what you think, is what you know. Master knows a lot of shit. He doesn't assume shit. Feminine, you assume a lot. But in the end, you see that you really didn't know a lot. Even with the Four of Wands. Four of Wands represents twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. You could be a union already, feminine. You're just not A for aware of it yet. So it'll suck to be a union. Master's on his way home. Master's on his way to build a home with you, to build a house with you, to really fit you in this motherfucking mix. But, you know, since you don't see it yet, or you just A for assuming shit, you fuck up some shit before it even happens. Shit that happens a lot in the divine feminism. Just something for you to think about. That's the message that I got. Hope I could be a good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Stay tuned for more messages. 1.